Hello, today is Friday, October 11th, 2019, and tonight our family is going to invite you on our first ever movie night. Now, you see little Newton here who's only a month old. You're like, what are you doing showing a little baby a movie? Oh, we're not. He's going to be sleeping. If you're new here, then you might not know this, but everybody else knows that I have a 2.5-year-old daughter named Natalie, and it's her first movie night, and that's kind of the point of this whole thing. Well, first of all, if we haven't met yet, my name is Natalie Priester. Normally I'm on here talking about like my school stuff. I'm a middle school English learner teacher, but I'm on maternity leave, so I'm gonna try to fill my YouTube with a bunch of mom stuff while I can. And there's a lot of teachers and moms, and so it's just for everybody, okay? Or even if you're not a teacher or a mom and you just wanna like check out our family stuff or learn more about kids and screens and movie time, stay here. So here's the deal. I read a lot of books about kids and young adults and humans and screens and the effect of screen time on people. I like remember things I don't even know what book they're from because I've read so many books and the same things get repeated throughout books and books and books, and I'm like, I just know this stuff. So here's what I know. I know that kids under the age of 2 have no business on screens at all. Like they shouldn't be on the phone, they shouldn't be watching TV, and even just having a TV on in the background of the house actually decreases the language development in kids. So, because we're not talking as much, like the adults are listening to it. I know that screens are addicting for kids. I know that when they're watching them, sometimes they're exposed to content that might not be the most appropriate for them, or contacting people that aren't appropriate, that's for when they're older. The biggest thing though for me with screens though that like jumps out at me, and this is like my bottom line with it, is when kids are on screens, the biggest threat to them is what they are missing while they are on the screen. So if your kid is sitting and watching the screen while you're cooking dinner, they are missing watching you learning how to cook. They're missing you talking about the fruits and vegetables, seeing what goes in their food. They're missing you maybe talking with your spouse about what happened that day. They're missing you talking about the news. They're missing you talking about to them. They're missing you maybe singing with them, music on. All of that missing is actually the biggest threat or the biggest negative impact to them of being on too many screens. I can go on and on and on about this, but the other thing that Nori is full of is, Nori's my daughter, the other thing she is full of is books. We read a lot in our house to the point where she just sits and opens books up now on her own. We read every night. When I was younger, my family had the TV on in the background all the time, and I remember like Matlock and Cheers coming on and that being my cue to like to go to bed. So my nighttime routine was more tied to TV. Rob made sure her nighttime routine is more tied to books. So we are breaking down that we're going to have the movie night because I have read in quite a few books that mention the same thing, that once kids get like 2 or old enough to comprehend, then it is okay to sit down and watch screens with them and interact with them as you are watching. As you see in the background, we have a coral, well, there was a coral reef, now it's a saltwater fish tank. Back there, we have 2 Nemo fish and we have 1 Dory fish. By the way, the Dory fish, you can kind of see her swimming there. Not the smartest fish ever at all. We have our fish tank, so we thought that the good choice for the first movie would be to sit and watch Finding Nemo as a family. She knows a little bit about the story because we went on the submarine ride at Disneyland once. That was one of the only things that wasn't scary at Disneyland for her. Well, it was a little scary because she kept asking like, where's his mom? Where does dad go? And we had lots of conversations about it. So we're gonna watch the movie tonight, and it'll be our first time sitting as a family and doing it. I hope it's not too scary for her. She gets scared of a lot of things. She's sitting over there while I'm saying this and pretending to not listen, but she's totally listening. She gets scared a lot. So hopefully Nemo won't be too scary for her. And Newton will be completely asleep. He will not be looking at the screen. If he does wake up, I'll be sure to face him the other direction. Hang on a sec, honey. I'm almost done. And he'll just be there to be part of the family experience. So I'll give you guys a little bit of what goes on, and then hope they'll have a good debrief for you afterwards. Okay, wish us luck. Here we go. Nori, do you watch TV?
Yeah.
When? How long?
2 minutes.
On a bit. Wait, do we have a TV in our house?
Yes.
Where?
Dad's office.
Oh, in Daddy's office. There's a lot. What do you watch on the TV?
2
To what?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Now, do you watch? Well, You watch 2 minutes on my phone, and what do you watch for 2 minutes?
Baby or baby animals.
Baby you or baby animals, right? Yeah. Did you ever watch a movie before or a TV show or cartoons? Huh?
And carrots.
Carrots. Now you're just talking crazy talk, silly girl. The only screen time Newari is allowed to have is about 2 minutes until the duck quacks on my phone and she looks at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park's Instagram or baby pictures of herself, which is her favorite thing to look at. That started when she was 2. As she was kind of telling you, there's no TV in the downstairs of our house. There's a TV in our loft, but she's never watched. Oh no, one time she watched a little bit of a baby documentary with us for like 20 minutes or so. That's about all she's seen. But there's a TV up there, but there's never anything on it. And she says there's TVs in Daddy's office because he has monitors in there and he does a lot of video editing on those screens, and that's what she has seen. She's also watched like my videos on YouTube and her videos, especially our old Alaska trip and things, but she hasn't sat and watched a whole show. So tonight's the night. Are you excited? Are you excited for the movie? What are you gonna eat during the movie?
A pocky.
What are you gonna eat?
Pocky.
What is it called?
Pocky.
You're making silly words. What's it called?
Pocky.
Popcorn. You know the word. You're being silly. Nori, how was the movie we watched last night?
I don't like the fishes. I like the man one.
What's his name?
What?
Do you remember his name?
No.
Mr. Rogers.
What's the other one?
I don't remember all the other men's name.
What that one?
Daddy does know. He does.
Look at this thing.
It's a pulley.
What that mean?
The pulley's the thing that makes it go up and down.
Look at that thing.
It's a puppet.
Puppet.
It's a little, like a mole or something. He's cute, huh?
He's a bear.
Okay.
With the other puppets.
There's only 1 or 2 at a time, I think. Which part of the show did you like?
I like, there was an owl and a mouse.
Oh yeah, the owl was really cute. I liked the owl, and they went up and down the elevators. Show me up and down. You already knew that. What's the opposite of up?
Down.
Good job. What's the opposite of hot?
Hot.
What's the opposite of hot?
Hot. Hot.
She knows these. She doesn't perform her little tricks when I ask her to. What's the opposite of inside?
Inside.
Oh, you know the answer to that. What's the opposite of inside?
Owl.
Owl. Oh. Okay, he's waking up. More later. So movie night did not go as planned, as you saw in her version of it. My version of it, oh, Nudio woke up. We'll be right back. So our movie selection was not, he keeps like making noise right as I talk. I think he's okay. So our movie selection was not the best. Nishante had the idea to fast forward the beginning with the eggs in Nemo so it wouldn't be scary, and then they're all in school and she was happily watching it and we had our popcorn going and I had these great pictures of her like all captivated. And then the scuba divers jumped up on the screen.
And then I can do it.
Oh, you can do it when you're bigger, but at the time she began horribly screaming and crying and I consoled her and she said she wanted to go to bed and she didn't want to watch the movie. And Nishant and I frantically tried to like figure out something easier to put on. Like we were thinking like Muppet Babies or Care Bears, like what could we quickly access through like Amazon or Netflix and get on the screen for her that wasn't too much going on or too much conflict. And I remembered in a book that I had read about Mr. Rogers being just right for kids because it's slow and the screen images are not overstimulating and it's talking directly to them. It's interactive. Yes, there are puppets. You really liked the puppets, obviously. And it's just more at their speed. And she reads books all the time. And I think to go from books to like family movies, a little tiny bit of animals on Instagram, to bam, a full Disney Pixar cartoon was way too much. Mr. Rogers was a better choice. So for our future movie nights, we will be watching Mr. Rogers and the neighbors and the puppets, and it will just be peaceful and calm. Part of me feels like maybe I'm sheltering her a little bit too much from this, but I'm okay with that. Like, there's plenty of time to catch up and like watch all those movies and be connected to all that pop culture stuff. But for right now, I will keep my sweet girl sweet, and we will let her creativity flow, because there are so many storylines that are appropriate for kids her age that we can tie her to. And I think our time is better spent like hanging out than focusing on what's on the screen. If you are considering a movie night, go slow. Don't go fast. If you're one of those parents to like bombard your kids with all that stuff, go for it. That's on you. My thing with kids is that I think that what they're watching should be limited, and I think we should be really mindful about what we are exposing them to. I sound like such a prude. Oh well. Okay, if you like this video, give it a like, comment below. Oh, I want to hear your experiences with kids with movies too. Like, do your kids like Nemo? Or not? Tell me below. Or what else should we watch besides Mr. Rogers that's not scary? That would be a good idea, huh? Check out our vlog. I normally have a lot of teacher stuff on here. I have some old teacher vlogs. I talk about books, little family adventures. I'm on maternity leave right now, so the vlog YouTube channel is extra full of parenting stuff right now. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Say bye. Oh, and if you want to keep up with our family, follow our Instagram. We post every day on our stories and pictures of all the fun stuff we're doing, and it kind of goes between school and home stuff. Okay, bye friends.